So far we have learned about the home screen and setting preferences. In this video we are going to see what preparations you will need to take before you calibrate the camera or capture images. The general preparations we will be covering are lights, computer and camera, document prepping, and workflow setup. We will start with lights. When you arrive at the beginning of the day, the first thing you should do is turn on the lights for the camera setup. The lights can take up to 15 minutes to fully warm up, even though they seem fully on as soon as you flip the switch. So, wait 15 minutes before calibrating or capturing images. The other prep should take up this time. Remember, when it does come time for calibration and image capture, other lights should be turned off. If there are windows, block them with black cloth or paper. You don't want light from other sources corrupting your controlled lighting. You may find there are overhead lights that must remain on. If this is the case, you will calibrate and capture images with the other lights on in addition to the camera setup lights. But remember, if your lighting changes, you must recalibrate the camera. When you go to lunch or take a break, leave your camera capture lights on. That way when you return, you don't have to wait for the lights to warm up again. Even so, after lunch or an extra long break, make sure to recalibrate. The next step is to turn on the computer and camera and get DCam running. After turning the lights on, turn on the camera and then the computer. In some cases, the camera must be connected to the computer before turning the computer on. Note that some cameras, such as the Alunis camera, have the on switch on the power cord. Other cameras, such as the Nikon cameras, have the on switch located on the camera. For the Nikon cameras, also make sure the camera is in auto mode and that the AF, or autofocus, is set to AF on both the lens and camera body. Check that the imaging device and stand are set up on a hard, sturdy surface, such as a solid desk or table. Use the bubble level to check that the table, copyboard, and camera stand surfaces are flat. This helps keep the whole area in focus once the camera is calibrated. Make sure to remove the lens cap and ensure you have a hard drive connected. Turn the computer on. Once the computer is on, double-click the DCam icon to start the application. Once DCam has started, make sure the camera you will be using is selected. Even if the camera is on and correctly connected, doesn't mean it is selected to capture images. You can check in the bottom right-hand side of the screen to see if the camera is connected. If it isn't, you can click on the tab and select the camera. Make sure the camera isn't a simulator. The simulator will have SIM at the beginning of the camera name. If you don't want the drop-down to show simulators, uncheck the Show Simulated Devices checkbox. Document prep is an important part of capturing images of documents. Document preparation will depend on the documents you are working with and the archive's standards. Generally speaking, when getting ready for calibration, you will go over the documents to be captured to make sure pages are in order, that there aren't missing documents, and to prepare attached documents. One purpose of document preparation is to find the largest document which will be used during calibration. If you are using an Alunis or Red Lake camera, it will also be a time to find the document with the thinnest writing or font, which will also be used during calibration. During document prep is the time to get documents organized so you can capture images one right after another. Doing so can help reduce the overall time of the project. Lastly is setting up your workflow. You want to make a nice easy flow for capturing images. If you place items in specific areas, it can help speed up the process while maintaining the needed quality standards. Imaging workflow includes the placement of the computer monitor, touch switch or X keys, and documents. Imaging workflow is often overlooked, but can make a big difference in reducing physical discomfort and increasing your ability to effectively capture images. Here are a few helpful tips for left-handed workflow. Place documents to the right of the copyboard. Set the monitor to the right of the camera stand behind the copyboard and place the X keys in front of you. If you are using the touch switch rather than X keys, place the touch switch in front of the copyboard slightly to the left. Pick up documents with your right hand, and click images using X keys or the touch switch with your left finger. If you are right-handed, the workflow will be similar. However, you will be moving documents from left to right. Place documents to the left of the copyboard and set the monitor to the left of the camera stand. Also, place the X keys directly in front of you. If you are using the touch switch rather than the X keys, place the touch switch in front of the copyboard slightly to the right. Pick up documents with your left hand and click images using X keys or the touch switch with your right finger. See what works best for you. We believe you will find that this workflow reduces stress on your neck, shoulders, and lower back. We recommend that you take the time to practice some of these tips to optimize your image capture. As you start capturing images, you will begin to develop a rhythm. By following these best practices, you will develop that rhythm sooner, reduce discomfort to your body, and capture quality images more efficiently. That finishes up this video. Please take a look at the other DCam training videos. See you then!